Hello, 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 beautiful. How are you? I hope that you are well. This is OKeba Ra. Hoping and praying that you are well, that you're doing well, that you're telling yourself hello every morning, and that you are calling yourself beautiful every morning in the mirror. Are you doing that? I don't know if I mentioned that in one of my, I have to check back, that I mentioned to you guys before about doing some mirror work. One of those mirror works that you can do is saying hello beautiful to yourself every morning and talking to yourself, hello, you are beautiful, and that I love you, I love you, I love you, beautiful, and call yourself by name. Okiba, I love you, I love you, Okiba. You are beautiful inside and out. You are deserving of all that is good. You are a blessing. You are a blessing, and everything has been shaped for your divine life, for your good life. Everything has been purposeful and meaningful, has been put in place for you to learn all that you're learning. And look at a wonderful, beautiful butterfly you have become, right? These are the types of things you need to tell yourself every morning. Every morning upon rising, with crust in your eyes and crust around your mouth, go and get in the mirror and talk to yourself while you wiping that crust off and smiling to yourself every morning. You should be the first one. If you don't have anybody to tell you in the bed, that's fine. You be the first one to tell yourself, good morning, and I love you. I love you, and you are beautiful inside and out. You tell that to yourself every morning. All right, y'all do that. As I'm doing that, I'm thinking about, y'all hear Miss Billie Holiday back here. Her voice is so distinct. She's singing about autumn in New York. Yeah. I'm looking at these trees back here. I have a lot of evergreens in my backyard, so I don't get to see all the beautiful fall colors so much. Not as much in my backyard. And I learned about 2 years ago that I actually really like the autumn. I do. Had never really thought about it as a child. I've always loved the summer. Of course, like children love summer, but realized just recently that summer as an adult means something very different than summer means for children. And I think I was still stuck in my child's mind. And I said, summer's a little different. It doesn't bring with it the same leisure that it did as a child, although it is fun. But I like autumn and the autumn colors. And I happened to look around, I saw some trees. I said, autumn is quite beautiful. It is quite, as is all seasons. Absolutely, all seasons have their beauty. Spring with their flowers, summer with its green and its fruit, and winter with its snow, with snowy white, and fall, that first snow. Yeah, it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. Gracious, giving thanks for all of it, and moving through the seasons. But I'm speaking about this, her melancholy voice and melancholy energy, that sadness. She always has this kind of sadness in her sound, even if she's singing about something that could be considered happy. Um, you know, as beings, human beings, what we are, we're energy, right? We're energy made solid. Let me turn this off. We're energy made solid. And that energy can come in the form, it comes in both the form of light as well as in the form, excuse me. There's something that happened here, y'all. It comes in the form of, sorry about that. It comes in the form of light as well as in the form of sound. And they say persona. That's what a person is, a persona, per sound, what your sound is like. And we all have a sound. We all have our own unique tone, our own unique sound that we bring forth. Just like we have our own unique light that we bring forth for beings who are able to see that light. And so her sound is a melancholy sound. And it can make you think about various things, get deep in your thoughts. And I think autumn tends to do that. It makes you sometimes, the summer's over. The sun is going to be, you're not going to see quite as much sun. Although when you're in the South, I give thanks for the South. I give thanks for the, being lower in this end. I would think, I would like it even more to be below the equator. Not quite right now yet, but you see that sun. But anyway, persona is talking about that energy that you carry, that sound energy. And Sadness carries an energy too. Sadness carries an energy. So when you are feeling sad, I want to give you a technique, something you can do to help remove the sadness from you. Sadness, it's okay to feel sadness and grief, and I know many of you may have at different points, especially in the midst of all of this, feel sadness or grief. You may have lost some loved ones, and you may even just feel grief for the others that you see working and having to do and going through pain, going through their own pain, through their own sickness, through their own illness. And so I'm gonna share with you something that you can do to after you decide that you want to let the grief go, right? Because you can let the sadness go. Sometimes we sit with our sadness and our pain for a little while, but it is important to let it go, because staying too long in the body creates illness. When negative energy, when lower vibrational energy gets stuck in the body, it starts to create illness in the body. And that's where this pain in the heart, breast cancer, and that's that energy stuck, and uterine cancer and fibroids and things. That's that creativity not being allowed to flow, that energy not being allowed to flow, feeling stuck, feeling trapped, not being able to move, and so it gets stuck in our energy centers, and it shows up as illness and disease. And so what I would like to show you is a way to remove that energy from your body, that negative energy. I'm out here, I was sweating, y'all. It was hot. The sun was beaming a minute. Now it's just like a little cast off, but it's good. It's all good. Listen, what you do, the technique is get into a quiet space, and you probably want to do this by yourself because it's going to feel uncomfortable initially. Find a quiet space, even if you need to go in a closet somewhere, or wait to, if you have other people who live in your home, wait till they're gone, in the middle of the night, laid over somewhere in the corner where you can go and feel that sadness, whatever it is you feel, and then tune into the sound of that sadness. How does it sound? Make that sound. Whatever it is, cry it out with the sound. Allow the sound to come out of your body. Feel the sound, let it cry out of your body, okay? Feel it out, let it cry out of your body. Children do this. They do this a lot. They are they're oftentimes very free. It's sad for me to see children when they're not free in spirit, but most children are free in spirit, and they make all kinds of sounds. They make sounds when they feel joyful. They make sounds when they're angry. They make sounds when they're just, I have a son, like you guys know if you've been watching long enough. I have a son who has special needs, and sometimes he just makes sounds because he's just delighted. He started making sounds, and they're not thinking about whether something is considered socially acceptable or not. They're just making sounds from whatever they feel. And so we lose some of that as adults, as we are socialized not to. But a helpful way of using that sound is to release the sadness, to release grief from your body by way of sound. Practice that. That's a technique that you can use to rid your body of the grief that it may feel. And then after that, start moving. If you want to shift and change that energy, if you want to get from that grief, make the sound, let the sound come out enough till you feel like it's enough. You've done enough of the crying. You've done enough of the grief release. And then sing something. Find a song, find an energy that you feel good about. Sing and move your body. Sing and move your body. Clean up something. Do something and put on some music that makes you feel good. You will shift. It's all energy, and you shift that energy. We feel grief. We do want to feel some of those things. They said even Yeshua, he wept. There's the shortest line in the Bible. Jesus wept, right? And we feel grief. Everyone, even master teachers, will feel grief, and there's nothing wrong with feeling your grief sometimes, but you don't want to stay in that space. You don't want to stay in that. That is your humanity, the fact that you can feel grief. There's some beings that they go through programs and rituals that prevent them from feeling grief, so that they cannot tap into the heart, so they cannot tap into love, so they cannot tap into connection with humanity. But you don't want to get rid of your humanity. You want to feel the grief. You want to feel the sadness, but put it in its place. release it. Release it from you, and then get back into joy, because that's the true state. We don't stay into that, because grief, that doesn't last long. You need to be into a state of joy. And I'm also going to show you how you can get into that space of joy through sound, finding your own unique sound. But I'll do that, I'll save that for another time. In the meantime, release that grief, release that sadness through sound. All right? If you know that someone who could hear this and it will be helpful for them, send it out to them. And until next time, I will see you. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so now. Till next time, be beautiful inside and out. All right, peace.